let's continue with the list operations. So previously we learned about adding an element to a list. You can use the append as well as the insert functions of the list. Now we will look at how to remove elements from a list. You can remove elements from a list by using the delete, the del, or the remove function of the list. And the difference is that for the delete function, it removes an element from a list using its position. So for example, using its index, rather, using its index. So this would remove element at index -1, which means the last element of the list. You can also remove an element from a list by its name. So for example, over here, you remove the element Kesha. Then there is this pop method or pop function. It will remove and return the last element of a list. So if you pop, you automatically pop the last element. That means with index -1. Then we'll move on to slicing a list. Slicing a list means that you need to extract a few elements of the list at one go. That is called slicing. Okay, let's look at this example here. Let's look at this example here. So if you want to slice, for example, if you want to slice uh, the first two elements of the list, so what you do is you print xco square bracket. Yes. So that would slice the index. That would slice the index 0 as well as index 1. So this is index 0. This is index 1. So there is nothing on the left of the colon. So if there is nothing on the left of on the left hand side of the colon, it means that it would always start from index 0. So A is index 0. So on the left of the colon, it is inclusive. On the right of the colon, it is exclusive. That means it does not include index 2. So this is index 0, index 1, index 2. So which means that it will the output will not include C. It will only be A and B. Let's take a look. Oh, sorry. This one should be users. Yeah, A and B. Now, what if I do like this? Okay, instead of :2, I put -2, nothing. So -2 means uh, the second last element. And if there is nothing on the right hand side of the colon, it means that it is the last element. That means from the second last element, the last element. Let's take a look. It will be C and D. Second last element to the last element, which in this case is D. Second last element is C. Okay. And finally, we can try something like this, which is 1 and 3. So 1 and 3, remember, this is exclusive. This is inclusive, meaning that it will slice from index 1 onwards. This is index 0. This is index 1. So it would index 1, index 2. Does it include index 3? No. Yeah. So it will be index 1 and index 2. 3 is exclusive. 1 is inclusive. A simple statistic, if the list consists of numbers, we can use the min and the max methods, or min and the max function, to find out the smallest as well as the largest number. How about average? Unfortunately, there is no average, AVG or AVERAGE. What you can do if you want to find out the average of the numbers in the list is to make use of the sum function. There is a sum function, SUM, that will add up all the numbers in the list, and you can divide it by the length function, LEN. That means the number of elements in the list. So by dividing the sum by the length, you can find the average of the list of numbers. Okay, let's pause here and do some exercises.